This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, let's talk about the NBA playoffs, folks. This shit has gotten steamy. I'm going to say that again. This shit just got steamy. Golden State Warriors, I expect them to dispatch the Houston Rockets in 5 games. I expect them to dispatch them tonight. I'm expecting the Splash Brothers to make another rendition. I'm going to say that again. I'm expecting the Splash Brothers to make another rendition. You know, they're up for Best Award of being able to continue their night wing and their third wheel duties. I'm going to say that again. They're up for the Best Awards of keeping up with their night wing and third wheel duties. And if they can continue to keep that going, kudos to them, because you know what? Kevin Durant needs a relief, man. He needs those two to step up. Step up, and show out. That's all he needs. Step up, and show out, because he's not going to be there for the remaining of this series. And possibly, you know, a good portion of the NBA Finals, because I believe the Golden State Warriors are going to go to the NBA Finals. That's what I believe. But we'll see. Well, not NBA Finals. I mean Conference Finals. I'm saying NBA Finals. NBA Finals, Kevin Durant will be there to show up and show out. I mean Conference Finals, folks. You know what I'm talking about. But here's the point. Here's the truth of the fact of the matter. The truth of the fact of the matter is I got Golden State Warriors winning tonight. I say it's going to be a 10 to 15 game, 10 to 15 point win. It's not going to be like a blowout, because I think Houston Rockets are going to try to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not as if it was Kevin Durant that stuck it to him. Because if it was Kevin Durant that stuck it to him in a 45, 46 point onslaught, then he would have completely demoralized him. But you got to look at the last game. The last game, Houston was still kind of in it. So I expect them to still be there tonight. I expect James Harden to give, you know, a great performance. I expect Chris Paul to show up and show out. But it's just not going to be enough, because like I've said, James Harden and Chris Paul, they always get the short end of the stick. And they're going to get the short end of the stick tonight. So I think the score is going to be anywhere between 110 to 95 or 110 to 100, something like that. That's what I'm giving it. I got the Golden State Warriors winning between 10 to 15 points. Only because they don't have that extra over-the-top player in Kevin Durant. And it's really going to be a heavy load of just onslaught scoring from the Splash Brothers. And you're going to see Draymond Green do what he does best. He has to go back to the original basketball of not doing this, running his mouth, but actually play what he was utilized to play as. A guy who is a jack of all trades, who can do everything on the basketball court. That's what I'm expecting from the Golden State Warriors. Them going back to that original identity of what they were prior to Kevin Durant. So, again, the score is going to be anywhere between 110 to 95 or 110 to 100. They're going to win this series in 6. And then the prediction king, like the Empire on Star Wars, strikes back. The prediction king strikes back again, and I will get that one right. Now, let's get on to the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Denver Nuggets, as well as the Toronto Raptors versus the 76ers. Both of those games, that's Game 7, is probably going to be the best 2 games. They're probably the most watched games, and they're both on Sunday, which to me is perfect time to set up both of those Game 7s. See, the NBA, they ain't slick. They know what they're doing. They know a lot of people are going to be home. It's going to be Sunday. They didn't just do that off the strength of doing that. They knew exactly what they were doing. That Game 7 is going, those 2 Game 7s are going to be the most watched Game 7s of the NBA playoffs. Bucket. Because first and foremost, the obvious, they're Game 7s, but it's also the way the series has been going. Tick for tack. Question is, can Dame Dollar and TJ McCollum bust you, you know what I'm saying, for another 62 point or more performance? Because that's what it's going to take in Game 7. It's probably going to take 70 points from the both of them. Can they do that? Or will Nikolai, Jurčić, will he ball out of control? We don't know. That's the $1 million question. I think the Portland Trailblazers edges it out. I think that Dame Dollar is going to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He needs to make sure that he reads his Sun Tzu, a.k.a. Art of War, brush up on that, and prepare himself psychologically, prepare himself, from a philosophy standpoint, and prepare himself from a physical standpoint, because we're going to need him to show up and show out if the Portland Trailblazers are going to win. I got the Portland Trailblazers winning this series in 7 games, so I'm going to lean it on them. I don't care that it's going to be on Denver's floor. I got Portland winning this thing in 7. Then on to the last series, Toronto Raptors versus the Philadelphia 76ers. This is going to be the best series. And I've said it. It's the best series in basketball for a reason. There's been a lot of back and forth. But see, if Ben Simmons would have went to that school of Kobe Bryant and developed a jump shot, they wouldn't be in this position. They actually would have beaten the Toronto Raptors more handily. If Ben Simmons would have had an outside shot, I would have leaned towards the 76ers from the jump. But because he doesn't have that, and I believe that the experience factor of a Kawhi Leonard and what he brings to the table from a 2014 NBA Finals and Finals MVP, I believe that experience factor has weighed into this series, and it's going to weigh into Game 7. And I got Kawhi Leonard balling out of control. I think he's going to lock down Ben Simmons. He's going to lock down Jimmy Butler. And on the offensive end, he's going to go on a tear. I have him scoring anywhere between 40 to 50 points in a Game 7. He's just not going to sit there and let this thing, take its own course without him not putting his imprint on the game. Kawhi Leonard has been playing the best basketball in this postseason. Now I can officially say that because Kevin Durant is now on the floor. To me, next to Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's been playing the best basketball in this postseason. That's bar none. He's been giving you all-around performances, whether it's double-doubles and points and rebounds, or whether if it's any other utility stuff that you require from this man. This man has been giving it to you. So I believe that the Toronto Raptors are going to edge it out. This is going to be a close game. It's going to be back and forth. There's not going to be no blowouts. I have the Toronto Raptors winning Game 7 by 5 points. I say it's going to be something like 100 to 95 or 105 to 100 or 95 to 90. Some weird number like that. That's what the score is going to be. They're going to win by 5 points. That's what I got. So again, recap. I got Toronto Raptors winning by 5 points, either 105 to 100 or 100 to 190 to 100 to 95 or 95 to 90 in a 7-game series. I got Kawhi Leonard balling out of control, having anywhere between 40 to 50 points. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably going to give me high assist and rebound ratios with that. And he's going to have high field goal percentage shooting. He's going to be very efficient from the field. I believe he's going to show up and show out. They're going to win in Game 7. Toronto's going to win that on Sunday. I have the Portland Trailblazers winning Game 7. I believe Dame Dollar is due. Probably not going to have a 50-point game, but he's due for about a 40. I feel he's going to have a 40-point game, and I think TJ McCullough is going to average anywhere between 25 to 30. I feel they're really going to come out, and they're going to show their experience factor over the Denver Nuggets, and they're going to win Game 7. So I got them winning Game 7. I don't know what the score is going to be, but I just feel that they're going to win Game 7. And I got Golden State Warriors tonight closing out the Houston Rockets. In Game 6, you guys already know I said anywhere between 10 to 15 points. It's probably going to be a 110 to 95 or a 110 to 100 scenario. I'm expecting the Splash Brothers to show up and show out, deliver like they always do. And I'm expecting Draymond Green to be the jack of all trades that he was originally discovered and drafted on this team to be. No more cons. Now it's time to be pros, Draymond. This is Hino's Sport. Checking out.